Listen to part of a lecture in a zoology class.
All right, everyone. Today we're going to explore a fascinating area of animal behavior research, something called zoopharmacognosy. Now, I know this is a bit of a mouthful, so let's break it down together. First, zoo refers to what? Andrew?
Animals, right? This is a zoology class in the first place.
You bet. Then, pharma relates to what? Maggie?
Drugs and medicine, as in pharmacy and pharmacist.
Precisely. And cognosy, well, it means knowledge, as gnosi means knowing or knowledge, as in diagnosis and Gnosticism. So essentially, zoopharmacognosy is defined as the study of how animals self-medicate, how they use plants and other natural substances to treat illness and/or injury. And before you ask, yes, animals really do this. It's not just instinct or random behavior. There's growing evidence that many species, particularly primates, have what we might call botanical knowledge. They know which plants to seek out when they're sick.
Wait, so animals are that advanced? They know what to look for and basically do their own medical treatment?
Exactly. And that's what makes this field so exciting. Let me give you a recent example that really illustrates this. Researchers at the University of Oxford have been studying wild chimpanzees in Uganda's Budongo forest, and what they've observed is a complete surprise. These chimps aren't just eating medicinal plants, they're using them topically, just like we would use ointment or bandages. The research team, led by Dr. Elodie Freeman, filmed multiple incidents of chimpanzees treating open injuries. What they witnessed was chimps selecting specific plants, chewing them up, and then applying that chewed material directly to injuries, either on themselves or, interestingly, on other chimps.
So they help each other? I thought chimps were pretty, like competitive.
Good point. While chimps do have complex social hierarchies, they also show remarkable capacity for cooperation and empathy. In fact, the researchers documented cases of young chimps treating their mother's wounds, and even unrelated chimps helping each other remove snares from their limbs. Now, this research didn't happen overnight. The team compiled decades of observations, going all the way back to the 1990s, from field station log books. These records included anecdotal evidence from local staff, field workers, and visitors who'd witnessed interesting chimp behavior. Some entries described leaf dabbing on wounds. Others noted surprisingly human-like hygiene behaviors, like chimps using leaves to clean themselves after defecating.
Wow. So how do they know about all this? Maybe the chimps go to school, or parents teach their children, or they just learn empirically?
They are exactly the things the scientists have been wanting to verify. They took samples of the plants that chimps were selecting and tested them in the lab. The results? Well, most of these plants had genuine antibacterial properties. So, the chimps were actually choosing plants with medicinal value. This builds on earlier research from the previous year showing that chimpanzees deliberately seek out and eat certain plants when they're ill. We're looking at a whole behavioral repertoire here, eating medicinal plants, applying them to wounds, using them for hygiene. It's a comprehensive approach to staying healthy in the wild. What's even more surprising is that chimps aren't alone in this. A recent study documented a wild orangutan using chewed leaf material to heal a facial wound. Gorillas have also been observed engaging in similar behaviors. This suggests that zoopharmacognosy might be a widespread trait among great apes.
Professor, if these apes know that much about medicinal plants, could that help us? Could we discover new medicines by studying them?
That's also what researchers are hoping to find out. Think about it. These animals have been refining their botanical knowledge over thousands, maybe millions of years of evolution. By understanding which plants these animals, living libraries of natural medicine, choose, and why we might discover something totally new. So, zoopharmacognosy isn't just about cataloging which animals use which plants. It's about understanding animal cognition, cultural transmission of knowledge, and potentially discovering new therapeutic compounds. Humans never had a monopoly on medical knowledge. We're just one species figuring out how to use the resources around us.